idea, but we haven't taken a position on it yet.
All right, guys, so we are back. We're watching the live press conference with Trump and Prime Minister Netanyahu. I'm kind of like, I think, partly in, halfway in. I don't know when it started. But we're just kind of watching this live reacting to it. If you guys have any thoughts, feel free to post in the comments section. But yeah, we're just chilling, watching.
Does that mean that you do not support a two-state solution?
It doesn't mean anything about a two-state or one state.
Yeah, we're just kind of watching live.
It means that we want to have, we want to give people a chance at life. They have never had a chance at life because the Gaza Strip has been a hellhole for people living there. It's been horrible. Hamas has made it so bad, so dangerous, so unfair to people.
It's very bad. Very
and by
bad.
doing what
I'm
recommending that we do, it's a very strong recommendation, but it is a strong recommendation. By doing that, we think we're going to bring perhaps great peace to
did Biden ever do this?
Area. And
I feel like he never did.
I have to stress, this is not for Israel. This is for everybody in the Middle East, Arabs, Muslims. This is for everybody. This would be where they can partake in terms of jobs and living and all of the other benefits. And I think it's very important. It just doesn't work the other way. You know, you can't keep trying. They just has been going along for so many decades, you can't even count. You just can't keep doing. You have to learn from history. You can't keep doing the same mistake over and over again.
Learn from your mistakes. That's right. Gotta learn from your mistakes.
Right now, it was before the bombing started, frankly. And we're going to give
just
people
my opinion.
A chance to live in a beautiful community.
How do you guys think Trump's been doing lately, though?
And
I think he's been getting a lot done.
I think you're going to see a tremendous
a lot
of support.
done.
I can tell you, I
my
spoke
opinion.
to other leaders of countries in the Middle East, and they love the idea. They say it would really bring stability, and what we need is stability. Yes, sir, please. Go ahead.
Thank you. Are you still committed to imposing sanctions on the ICC, despite the move being stalled in the Senate? And please, a question for the Prime Minister as well. The President has been very clear about his desire to achieve a deal with Saudi Arabia. How do you settle this if Israel is required to renew the war against Hamas in the future?
Go ahead, baby.
I think everybody understands that just as the President fought and defeated Al-Qaeda and ISIS, that we can't leave Hamas there because Hamas will continue the battle to destroy Israel. They'll do, you know, when in this temporary ceasefire,
River, how's it going,
one of the
man?
leaders comes out. You know what he says?
How goes it?
We're going to do October 7th again, except we'll do it bigger. So obviously, you can't talk about peace.
The day's been pretty good so far. Just played some FORTNITE, and now we're just watching this joint press interview with Netanyahu and Trump. I didn't even know what was happening. I was just like, yo, this is happening live, so let's react to it. So here we are.
The Nazi army was left standing.
Here we are.
You want a different future? You got to knock out the people who want to destroy you and destroy peace.
But how's your day going, man?
I think that will also usher in, actually, the peace with Saudi Arabia and with others. And I think there will be others, too.
Yes, ma'am. Go ahead.
As our expectation from you. Do you have any plan to change Afghanistan situation? Are you able to recognize Taliban? Because I'm an Afghan journalist, Afghan suffrage woman. Any comment about Afghanistan? What's your future plan for Afghan people, especially Afghanistan?
I have a little hard time understanding you. Where are you from? Oh. Actually, it's a beautiful voice and a beautiful accent.
I have not played Roblox. I have not.
But I just
if you guys are just popping in, this is the joint press conference with Netanyahu and Trump. I tuned in about part way through, so I'm just like, yo, let's react to it live. So here we are. If I need to turn it up, let me know in the comments. I can turn it up if it's not loud enough.
Yeah.
But give me some of your thoughts in the chat down below. Are you a Trump supporter? Do you think he's doing a good job?
I want Iran to be peaceful and successful. I hated doing it.
I can actually, let me see here. I'm going to post.
And we brought them down to a level where they were unable to give any money. They had to survive themselves. And they had no money. They were essentially broke. and they had no money for, as I said, Hezbollah. They had no money for Hamas.
Yeah, I've never
They had
played
no money for
Roblox.
any form of terror. The 28,
Maybe one day. We'll see.
if you call it, the 28 sites of terror. They had no money for any
I'll make
of them.
Roblox great
They
again.
had to do their own and focus on their own well-being. And I hated to do it then, and I hate to do it just as much now. And I say this, and I say this to Iran, who's listening very
I can't remember if
intently. I would
Biden
love
ever
to be
did
able to make a
joint
great
press
deal,
interviews like
a deal
this.
where
I feel
you
like he
can
didn't.
Get on with your lives, and you'll.
I feel
do
like he didn't.
wonderfully. You'll do wonderfully. Incredible people, industrious, beautiful, just an unbelievable group of people in Iran. And I know them well. Have many friends from Iran and many friends that are Americans from Iran, and they're very proud of Iran. But I hated to do it, just so you understand. And I hope we're going to be able to do something so that it doesn't end up in a very catastrophic situation. I don't want to see that happen. I really want to see peace, and I hope that we're able to do that. They cannot have a nuclear weapon. It's very simple. I'm not putting restrictions. They cannot have one thing. They cannot have a nuclear weapon. And if I think that they will have a nuclear weapon, despite what I just said, I think that's going to be very unfortunate for them. If, on the other hand, they can convince us that they won't, and I hope they can. It's very easy to do. It's actually very easy to do. I think they're going to have an unbelievable future. Yeah, please, sir, go ahead.
You just laid out your plan for Gaza.
Yes.
Can you lay out your plan for Ukraine and also
For Ukraine.
for Ukraine? Yes. You consider yourself a strong leader. You blamed your predecessor for letting Russia to take over Ukraine. Will you demand from Putin?
This is going to be a crazy. It's going to be a crazy answer. We'll see.
So we're dealing right now in the subject. I don't want to spend a lot of time because we're here for another reason, but we are having very good talks, very constructive talks on Ukraine. And we are talking to the Russians. We're talking to the Ukrainian leadership. It would have never happened. That would have never happened. It should have never happened. I get reports every week, the number of soldiers, mostly soldiers now. The cities have been largely demolished. You talk about a very sad sight to see. We talk Gaza. Well, many of these cities look as bad as Gaza and worse, what's happened to them. And I want to see that end. And I want to see it end for one simple reason, the life of young people being absolutely obliterated on both sides. You probably have 700,000 Ukrainian soldiers dead,
True.
800,000, maybe more
Just
Russian
need to get it to
soldiers
stop.
dead. It's
Nobody
very flat
wins in a
land,
war.
And the only thing that's going to stop a bullet is a human body. In this case, usually soldiers. And the numbers are staggering. When you hear the real numbers in Ukraine, what the numbers are. And this doesn't include the cities that have been demolished and all of the people that were killed. So I want to see it stopped. We're having very good talks, and I think we're going to get it. I think something will be hopefully dramatically. It will rise above everything. You can't let this continue. You can't. This is an absolute slaughter that's taking place on the beautiful farmlands of Ukraine, and we have to stop it. We can't let this continue. It is a human tragedy, and we're going to try very hard to stop it. Yeah, please go ahead, sir. Go ahead.
Mr. President, thank you very much. Mr. President, what's your view about
Jack Graff, what up, Jack?
Abbas' role in all the regional changes you want to do?
We're watching the Trump interview. I mean, the live press conference right now. This is happening live right now.
Go ahead, baby.
Popped up in my newsfeed. I'm like, let's check this out.
The president just said something that
It's what's happening in the
I think
world.
is the pivot of everything that we're talking about. He said Iran cannot have a nuclear weapon. And we fully agree with that.
This is
If
from the
goal can be
official
achieved
Fox
by a
News
maximum
YouTube
pressure
channel.
campaign, so be it. But I think the most important thing is to focus on the goal. which
But
the
what's up with you,
president just
Jack?
did, and I fully
What's
agree
up with you, man?
Well, I said it. and
How do you
he
think
said it
Trump's
very
been doing
well.
so far, guys?
It's a
What is he like?
campaign of
3
pressure to
weeks
see
in,
if we
4
can
weeks
get
into
something
his
done.
presidency, a month in?
He doesn't want to do what some people think will automatically happen because they're very difficult people to deal with, as you know. But if we could solve
doing a
this
good
problem
job,
without
bad job?
warfare, without all of the things that you've been witnessing over the last number of years. It would be, I think it would be a tremendous thing. Go ahead, please.
Do you have any plans to visit Israel soon?
To visit where?
Israel and Gaza.
Oh, well, I love Israel. I will visit there, and I'll visit Gaza, and I'll visit Saudi Arabia, and I'll visit other places all over the Middle East. The Middle East is an incredible place, so vibrant, so it's just one of the really beautiful places, and with great people. And I think a lot of bad leadership has taken place in the Middle East that's allowed this to happen. It's just terrible. And that includes on the American side, by the way. We should have never gone in there a long time ago, spent trillions of dollars and created so much death. So that includes Americans. But yeah, I'll be visiting a lot of different places in the Middle East. I've been invited everywhere, but I will be visiting some.
We need to produce our own microchips to reduce dependence on Taiwan.
Let's go. Caitlin, go ahead.
I think that'd definitely be a good idea.
Caitlin, go ahead.
On what you were saying there.
Luann
Go
Elder,
ahead.
how you doing, Luann?
Follow up on what you were saying about the Gazans leaving Gaza, going
You think
to Gaza.
you think Trump's doing a good job?
Are you
Thumbs up.
suggesting that they should go? And two, are you
I give him
saying
thumbs
they
up.
should
I think so
return
far he's been doing good.
And if not, who do you
All
think
things
is
considered,
leading that?
definitely better than Biden was.
I envision
Can't do any worse than
world
Biden.
people
Like,
living there,
man.
the world's people. I think you'll make that into an international, unbelievable place. I think the potential in the Gaza Strip is unbelievable. And I think the entire world, representatives from all over the world will be there, and they'll live there. Palestinians also. Palestinians will live there. Many people will live there. But they've tried the other, and they've tried it for decades and decades and decades. It's not going to work. It didn't work. It will never work. And you have to learn from history. History has, you just can't let it
Gotta
keep
learn from
repeating
history, guys.
itself. We have an
Learn from history.
opportunity to do something that could be phenomenal. And I don't want to be cute. I don't want to be a wise guy, but the Riviera of the Middle East, this could be something that could be so this could be so magnificent. But more importantly than that is the people that have been absolutely destroyed that live there now can live in peace in a much better situation because they're living
Everybody
in
in
hell.
chat, if
And
you
those
think Trump's
people
doing a
will now
good
be able
job,
to
thumbs
live in
up.
peace.
If
We'll
you think
make
he's doing
sure
a
that
bad
it's
job,
done
thumbs down.
world-class. It'll
Let me
be
know.
wonderful
Thumbs up.
for the people.
Thumbs down.
Palestinians,
Post an emoji in the
Palestinians
chat.
mostly we're talking about. And I have a feeling that despite them saying no, I have a feeling that the king in Jordan and that the general president, but that the general in Egypt will open their hearts and will give us the kind of land that we need to get this done, and people can live in harmony and in peace. Thank you all very much. Thank you. Thank you very much. Thank you.
Well, there was that, guys. There you have it. I didn't see the whole interview, the whole conference, but I think that went well, relatively well. Let me know what you guys think in the comment section. If you guys want to stay up to date, hit that subscribe button. I do a lot of gaming videos, YouTube videos. Occasionally I react to like news and stuff like this. So yeah, let me know in the comment section what you thought and if you think Trump is doing a good job or a bad job. I'm curious what you guys think. Let me know. Until next time, thanks for watching, and remember, keep calm and game on. Toodles!